MyFantasySportsTalk.com.
The first one comes from Gary Friedman. Are the Yankees for real? As a Yankees fan, I'm optimistic, but I wasn't expecting this start. Dan, you keep up with baseball real heavily, particularly the AL. So are the Yankees for real?
While I would like to say their start is definitely promising, I didn't expect it to happen either, so I'm with you there. I don't think it is, and I'll tell you why. There's a couple things. Their offense is hitting the ball lights out right now. I mean, you look at some of their players who are crushing the ball. Obviously, you have Aaron Judge, the 7-foot-tall monster who can crush home runs by swinging his pinky. So, he's a beast. I don't think he's going to keep up the pace that he's on right now, although I do expect him to continue to be a solid player and end up having a solid career, but I don't think he's going to be able to keep it going.
You look at their 13 home runs in like less than 30 games, something like that. Yeah,
it's I don't know. It's unbelievable. I didn't expect that start. But here's the thing: their next best hitter is Aaron Hicks, a guy that they got secondhand from the Twins a couple years ago. He's hitting 350 or something right now. It's insane. He's a career before coming into this year. He was a career 222 hitter. So I don't expect him to keep up that pace. And that's what's doing it. Their pitching has been decent, but it hasn't been that great. Your ace Masahiro Tanaka has a 4.36 ERA, and he's still been able to get 5 wins during that time. And it's because of the run support that the Yankees are being able to give them. So I don't think their offense is going to sustain that amount of runs game in, game out. So you're going to see them start to fall back a little bit. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I think you're going to see them be good right up until they're on the All-Star break, and then they're going to start to kind of hit their wall. The young players, as they usually do, hit a rookie or sophomore slump towards the end of the year because they're not used to playing 162 games. So I think their start's promising, and I expect them to be decent, have 85 wins at most, but I think it's going to fall just short of a wild card berth.
Wow. Okay. I hint a little bit of Yankee hatred in there, though.
I no, not at all. I grew up a Yankees fan. Before I was an Astros fan, I was a Yankees fan. There's really, it's just
you don't think they're going to make the playoffs?
No, I don't think they will. Just because baseball, you don't have a lot of teams making the playoffs. So you have your division winners.
And that's been my biggest gripe with baseball over the years. Is my lord, you play 162 games, and what is it, like 6% of the league makes the playoffs?
yeah. I mean, that's it. I like give them a couple years. They're just too young. I mean, you have to look at who they're relying on pitching wise. Their best pitchers right now is Jordan Montgomery, a rookie who's never done it before. Luis Severino, who had I think over a 10 ERA last year. I mean, he was bad. So he's getting it together now.
Sabathia is not really doing great. Montgomery, who you mentioned, I think is 4th in the rotation, so he's really stepping it up.
Yeah, so they have their back end of their rotation is what's keeping them afloat, and Sabathia is getting lit up right now by the Reds. So he has over a 5 or 6 ERA. So their frontline guys are the ones.
I think he's a free agent in our fantasy league, Dan. I don't think he's even drafted in our fantasy league or even taken, because I was looking at him the other day. I think he's available.
Yeah, he definitely is, and it's a good thing that he's on the waiver wire because he gives up runs like he eats donuts. So, I think it's nice for the Yankees, but they're a year too early. I've witnessed this before with the Astros. They brought up all their talent, had a really good push one year, but weren't able to get there, and then the next year they did get there. So. I like what the Yankees are doing. They're doing a rebuild that they've never been able to do before. It's always been Steinbrenner just buying his free agents. They're building through their farm system, and now you see you're reaping the rewards and benefits of that. So I like what they're doing. I don't see it sustained. There's always 1 or 2 teams every year for the first 2-3 months of the year go out guns blazing, and then they start to fall off.
I completely understand your point, and I even agree with it because we're so early in the season and it's baseball. There's 162 games to be played, but right now I'm saying the Yankees are 21-9, best record in the majors. They're second in runs scored in the majors. They are third in runs given up in the majors. They have Starlin Castro, leading in batting average. Aaron Judge is killing it right now. Like you said, 7 feet tall, officially 6'7", but he's a freaking monster and he's crushing the ball. He's only 26 years old, second year in the league. So he's a promising player. And then, of course, Jacoby Ellsbury and Matt Holliday, the Cardinals let go, but all 4 of those guys are hitting, 280 or better. And they're in the top 20 in hitting, all those guys. So I think the run production will continue to be there, but I agree with you about the pitching rotation a little bit because Sabathia, I think, is third and not doing good at all. And then Pineda, and who is their top guy? Who's the top guy in that rotation?
Tanaka.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I mean, they're just kind of keeping it afloat while Sabathia sucks. And you mentioned Montgomery's really kind of stepping up. So that concerns me a little bit. I think that will fall off, but I don't think their run production will fall off. So 21-9, you start 21-9. I understand what Dan is saying, but I'm going to say, yeah, they're for real. Yeah, they got a chance. So we'll see what happens. But appreciate the question, Gary Friedman. Always like talking Yankees. Everyone likes hearing Yankees talk, whether you hate them or you love them. They're always relevant. For the full podcast, check us out on myfantasysportstalk.com, YouTube, iTunes, and SoundCloud.